Ever feel like your task management system requires too much management itself? In the final part of my Notion to-do list series, I'll show you how to automate your entire system so tasks appear exactly when you need them. You'll learn how to set up smart scheduling that handles weekday preferences and custom snooze durations with zero manual effort. It really takes answering today or not today as part of the system to the next level. I'll also reveal how to access all the premium features that you'd need a Notion paid plan for without having to get a monthly subscription to Notion. So if you're ready to round out this task system that we've been building for 2 videos, stick around. Let's get started. Alrighty, we're back for part 3. It's getting late. My brain is sleepy, but I decided we're gonna crash on. We're finishing this today because I'm thinking about it and it's more effort to do it later, even though I just wanna go drink a glass of wine. But we're here and we're gonna build the snoozed option list that I showed you. Let's flip back to my actual live system that I use. It's this thing, this ability, and there's so many options and I don't wanna do it right now, but I love you all, so I'm here. We're here, we're gonna do it. We got it. It's got all these options and it makes it very easy. My brain works this way. When I have items in my list and I'm quickly processing, I answer not today. I just want to be able to say tomorrow, Saturday, 2 days from now. Those options make it very handy. Most of the time, I don't need items to go out for more than basically the next week. So we're going to build that. And then we're going to build the automations that support it. This is actually going to require database automations using this guy here and some automatic triggers, which is great. But a lot of that stuff requires a paid Notion plan. Now, if you want this system, first of all, go back to part 1 if you haven't yet and watch my intro, my tour of the system so you can see. If you want this system, you can get it at queerefficiency.com/todo. That's queerefficiency.com/TODO. This stuff falls into the pro version of the system. And you can get it from me, which bypasses needing a monthly subscription to Notion. So if you like this system and you want it the way I've built it with these automations, you can get my template, queerefficiency.com/TODO. So let's do it. And I'm going to try to not be slap happy, but I'm unable to promise anything. So buckle up. It is 7 o'clock. I don't usually do videos at night. I usually do them at 7 in the morning, not 7 at night. I feel like I should start drinking when I do these videos. I feel like it'd be really stupid and so funny. Maybe that'll be a thing in the future. We'll see. Building Notion with wine feels like a match. Oh boy, I've had nothing to drink today. Okay, so I'm having trouble getting my brain in, but we're going to do it. What we need to do, first thing, adding to the system, we want to add a select property. I'm going to drag this over, and ultimately we will hide these other things so we don't need to see them when we're done. If I remember to do that at the end of this video, if not, they will be done by the time you download it. So I'm just saying that now. We're going to add a snooze property and we're going to give it our little icon. Okay, now we have to add all those options. I'm going to streamline it from the giant list that you saw. I'm going to add tomorrow. I'm going to add the days of the week and I'm going to add 1 day through 7 days. Those are the options that I'm going to put in here. I'm going to fast forward so you don't have to sit and watch me create them all. And we're going to do that right now. You'll see that I'm entering them in reverse order. It's so that they pop in the correct order because Notion does them in reverse order. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, I've got all the options in here. I'm going to just recolor them really quickly. I liked the weekdays to be in rainbow order, and then I liked the days of the week to just be this default. And maybe I'll make tomorrow the darker gray so it stands out a little. This way, it's easy to tell them apart. No, I don't like it. I want it back blue. I don't know why. That's just the way I've had it. But this way, those options stand out from each other in the list. So what we're going to need to build, if we choose tomorrow or 1 day, they're going to do the same thing. It's just the way my brain works. I like having that option available. Sometimes I think 1 day, sometimes I think tomorrow. I just like to create as few friction points as possible. So if my brain is working one way, I'm just going to pick that option. So tomorrow or 1 day, it's going to add a day to the current date and set the snooze until to that. 2 through 7 days are going to basically do the same thing, except they're going to add 2 through 7 days, depending on the option we chose. And then the weekday options, those are a little more complex. And so there's a whole big ass formula that supports that we'll walk through, but I'm going to recommend that you just download it because it's kind of a mess. It's not a mess. It's just a lot. So what we're going to do, rather than having it build it on screen and walking through that, I'm just going to paste in my actual formula and we're going to talk about how it works. And then you just want to grab the database because it'll have all this in here. All right, so I'm going to pull over this formula. Don't cry, okay? Okay. I know this is a complete disaster, but I'm going to explain it to you. So we're going to do it bit by bit, and I'm just going to explain what it's doing. You really don't need to worry about this. It'll be in the system, but if you want it, this is how to do it. Now, I built this. I have to say, a little high five myself, a little pat on the back. This is me being slap happy. I built this before Notion's AI could do anything. So this was a pain, but I'm going to show you what it does. So the first thing up here, that means that we're going to be setting some variables, and I've set day extract and random number. Now, we already talked about random number. This is the same thing. It's generating a random number. And when I highlight over it, you can see it's using that down here. What I can say, we probably actually could strip that completely. In fact, we're going to strip that completely out of the formula because we don't need not today to live in that dropdown. I'm cleaning up the system and I'm making it a little more efficient and lean. So because we already have our not today button here, don't need that piece. So I'm just going to back it out. Now, you have to be careful. Making sure, in fact, I was just about to create an error. I need to delete it with its comma, back that out. What we can also back out is the random number variable. When I click on it and highlight it, you notice it doesn't pop up anywhere. It means it's not used anymore. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, so now we have day extract. What this is going to do, we're going to strip everything out of our snooze property. This works for these options here, the end days options. It takes out anything that's not a number. It's a regular expression and it removes them. What it will essentially do is it will only return the number from this. So if I choose 3 days, this variable day extract will end up being 3. That's all it will do. And what that allows us to do is you'll see that it appears down here. If I've selected an option from the snooze property that contains the exact phrase DAY with a capital D, then it will set it to that date add formula where it says take today's date and add this number of days. So if I chose 3 days, it strips off space DAYS, it leaves 3, and then it drops 3 in here and adds 3 days and sets that value. That one is pretty straightforward. Now, I will say, I built this a long time ago, and there may be a better way to have written this to clean this up. In fact, I might ask Notion to give it a shot and try cleaning it up. But this basically says, if you select in the snooze property, all of these are the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to do some funky math to set it to that date. That's how these work. Personally, my brain's a little sleepy, and I don't know that you really care that much. If folks really want me to go through and explain how these formulas work and dig into them, I am happy to in their own video. So if folks want to, please drop a comment below and let me know if you think that it would be worth taking the time to explain how these work. Otherwise, just know that when I set it to Monday, it's going to pick the following Monday. It's going to do the same thing all the way down. The only one that's the exception is tomorrow, and that just adds 1 day. That's it, okay? So this formula, it may work. I don't know how Notion's going to respond to this, and this might be a pain in the ass to bring in this formula. Now, I will say, all the properties are named the same as my other database where I copied it from. So we're going to select this and copy it. And now I'm scared. So we're going to add a new automation to the database and we're going to name it Snooze. In that database, the trigger is going to be when a specific property, that is the snooze property, is edited. And this one, I always do this. It's hidden up here. I don't know why they make this so not obvious, but I need to say snooze is edited. Anytime I edit the snooze property, trigger this. Then what we need to do is all of that nonsense. So we're going to say snooze until custom formula and paste in the mess. Now I'm wincing. I'm scared. What's it going to do? Oh my God. It just says valid. Is it actually going to take it that way? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Can you see the space I'm making? It's crazy. Here, I'll show you. It's better. It's crazy. Oh my God. I'm going to hit enable and we're going to test it. And I'm a little scared, but let's see what happens. So today, we're going to change it. Today's the 1st. Let's set it to Friday and see if it makes it the 3rd. So what happens, again, going back to being a little less silly for just a second, our trigger is anytime we edit this property, snooze. So we're going to say Friday. And now I will say Notion automations on the database that are automatic take a second to run. So just bear with it. We're going to make this a little better. But for the moment, this is going to take a sec. So I'm going to hit Friday. It's going to linger here for a sec. And then theoretically, the date should pop in and the item should go away into our snoozed view. So let's try it. I'm waiting for, okay, it might have worked. I don't know. Let's see what happened. Yep, it worked. I can stop talking like this. Whew. that was a little crisisy. I'm having the sweats. I don't know, but it worked. So it's good. It's set Friday. So that's great. Now we want to do a couple things to make this a little cleaner. Let's turn on the snooze property just so we can see it. Got to scroll over here, drag that in, and we're going to put it next to it. So now we want to do a couple other things when this runs. First, what we really need to happen is as soon as we choose a snooze time frame, we should test a couple others first. Let's do that really quick. Let's say 5 days on that and then tomorrow. So buy milk should be tomorrow, and then 5 days from now should be the 6th. And so the other one should be the 6th. Buy milk is now tomorrow, and then 5 days from now is the 6th. Perfect. The formula works. If you really want to know how it works, I'll explain it. We'll make another video at 8 a.m. when I'm not crazy. But what we want to have happen here is we want some cleanup things to happen. As you saw, let's clear these dates just so they come back to our main view, and let's clear the snooze. When we snooze it, we just need it to disappear. We don't want to wait for Notion's automation to run. It'll still run even if we don't see it. So what we want to do is add to the filter another rule where snooze is empty. So basically, when we click this, it will immediately go away. So let's do that and just watch it happen. All right, so when I hit tomorrow, it's going to immediately disappear from this view, and then the automation will just happen in the background on its own. So we just want to see it real fast. So let's hit tomorrow, flip over to snoozed, and now sometimes it takes a second. There it goes. It popped in, and you'll see that it gave it the date of tomorrow. Cool. So now, as soon as we snooze, it goes away. Great. One other thing we want to do after it's done this, we can leave it to show this here. In fact, I think that's the way I want to build this time. What I was going to have us do is that have this same automation. As soon as we snoozed it and the snooze until was set, then we were going to clear this value. But what I think I want to have happen is have the start today do that. So any of these items that as they're brought back, that's when we'll clear this. So you can actually see this view. You can see it at a glance. Instead of having to know the date, you can see, oh, it's coming tomorrow, or oh, it's coming 2 days from now, something like that. Not that helpful, could be a little. And I think that's the way we're going to build it. So let's edit our start today. Let's actually set this back to today. That's fine. And then we're going to edit this here, and we're going to check to see this is our date, and that's our days. So we want to edit this one here for where the date is on or before today. We also want to set the snooze to empty and just leave it. So that way it'll clear this when they come back. So now when I hit start today, it clears it and it comes back clean and that field is empty. All right, and then one last thing I want to build, as I mentioned in the last video, we can make this start today happen automatically so the system does it on its own. I like having the button there so I can do it myself, but just as a reminder, the things that it needs to do, for all items where the snooze until is on or before today, we want to blank the snooze until and the snooze, these two fields. And then also we want to set all the items where they're today or maybe back to not started. So we're going to build that automation here, and we'll just call this start today. And the trigger is going to be every day at around midnight. And you could set a specific time if you wanted, but around midnight is exactly what I want. It'll change to the next day, and then sometime early in the morning, it will run these actions. So we're just going to build those back out. We're going to choose Edit Pages In, Task Manager Database. We want where snooze until, start date is on or before today. We want to edit the snooze until, make it blank. We want to edit the snooze, make it blank. And then we also want to edit pages in the same database where the status is today or maybe. Again, remember this is so that we can set them back to not started at the beginning of the day. We want to set the status to not started. Now that will run every single day automatically, and our system will clean itself up. So at the beginning of the day, any items that are set to today or before, so if it happens to be before, that's fine. It will pull those items all back into not started, and then any that are left over in the today view, those will also get pulled back into not started. So our system is ready for us to go through and do our 2 steps of organize. So any items that need area or tags, and then sort any items that are today or not today. Now we have these options. What I'm going to do, this is for my particular taste. I'm going to hide the snooze until from the main view. I'm going to move the snooze option over. So I have today, not today, done, and then snooze. And then I think the rest of these are fine. So we see these in snoozed. Everything looks good there. We can see our areas as well. Actually, we could show the snooze options here. So that way you can see them. We can do the same thing in the tags. We'll make the status the last property in each one. This is just some housekeeping. And then our unfiltered has all this stuff so we can see all the properties and everything looks good there. couple other things I just wanted to mention in passing if folks were interested. I don't know if you noticed in the initial video, but you may have seen this keep import button. I didn't really talk much in this video about how items make it onto my list. They're very easy to add. You can do them from a widget on your phone. You can do them by typing them into the list and capturing them that way. I have a couple things that I built that are on the back end of my system. They're a little more advanced, and I'm thinking about possibly promoting them and maybe making them a real thing. I don't know how possible it is, but I have this. You'll see this little guy right here. That's my Notion quick add. And so I actually can add items to my database by just hitting a keyboard shortcut, typing it, and hitting submit, and then it will pop into my main task manager. Really handy to be able to just do that. And I haven't found, at least when I built that a long time ago, I hadn't found something that would do that. There may be options now. Notion may have something quickly that you can do to add to things. I know that I have that myself, and so that's really handy. The other thing that I have, and I'm going to try to be careful not to say the alert words, but I have Google Home devices, and I also have Google Things, so I can give the command, hey, I'm not saying the word, add blah, blah, blah to my task list, and that goes to Google Keep. Now, Google used to be a lot more flexible with how they allowed you to organize your stuff. You used to be able to use more than Google Keep. Now, you cannot, and it's very annoying, and everything is locked into Google Keep, and obviously I prefer to manage things in Notion. So I have this here to pull things in. Now, I don't know if I have anything that's waiting. In fact, so it's going to run. It actually does take a sec because what it's doing is it's calling a webhook and it's running a custom script and this custom thing. It's a whole thing. But I'm going to try adding a new item to my task list from my watch, which is the same as my Google Assistant things. We'll just do it here. Add return hand vacuum to my task list. My watch is running and you can see it's connecting to Google Keep and it's going to add it to Google Keep. And then now I actually am able to hit this keep import button, and if it works, it should pop in under the to-do. Let's see. Yep, there it is. And it pops in. So I actually can pull things in from Google Keep and get everything in here into Notion. So that's how my items make it in. If anyone is interested in learning about that, I can do other videos on that, but it was beyond the scope. And I just wanted to kind of tag that in at the end of this video just to see what folks thought. But there are some handy things that I've built. And if there's enough interest, I may end up building them and releasing them. You never know. So just wanted to mention it, and you all let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, you've got a working task manager system now that's pretty robust, but also is incredibly simple to use. Once it's set up, you can just use it. So if you want to go download this, again, it's queerefficiency.com/to-do, and you can get the free version and then also the pro version, which includes all the stuff we just built in this video. I use this every day. It works incredibly well. It's the only system I've ever managed to stick with. Every so often I'll let it fall behind, but then going through and cleaning up my list takes 5 minutes maximum to clean up my list and decide what I'm doing for the day. So highly recommend you give this a shot. If you like the system, if you have other ways of doing things, if you have anything that you'd like to tweak about it, any comments, feedback, please drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. I very much enjoy engaging with folks in the comments about things. So I just was talking to someone about the Real Housewives, and if you want to go check out my reality ranker video, which is ridiculous, you can do that. It's a system in Notion for ranking shitty reality stars. Just another quick little tease for a future video. I'm thinking it'll probably be somewhere around January. My friends are testing it right now. Speaking of reality TV, I'm working on a fantasy drag race game. I actually already have it built. It's already working and it's running, and I have scores and things going, and I have the rules and all that stuff. It's all built, and my friends are playing it right now with Drag Race UK, and assuming it goes well like it already has been, I'm going to do whole videos on that, and this will be a whole thing, and I'm going to build some systems. If you're interested in that, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear about that too. Okay, I've rambled on enough. This is what happens when you get late version me, because I get all crazy. Okay, now if you're wondering what to do next, what do you think about using the Notion skills that you've acquired in this series or my Notion for Beginners series to improve your therapy sessions? I have a journaling method that I am in love with. I did a video on it already, but it's a little out of date at this point because I've made a lot of refinements to it, and I'm now using Notion's new Agents feature. It's so powerful. I just did it, and like I hit one button and it combs through all of my voice journal entries that I do every day, pulls everything out, and oh, it's so powerful. I cannot wait to release that video. That's going to come up next week. So if you're interested in how I've updated my journaling method and am using that method in conjunction with Notion's really crazy new features that they've just rolled out, wait till you check out that video. So it's coming out a week-ish after this video. So if it's at that point, it'll be on your screen right now. I'm so excited about it. So if you're also interested in how I do that, I highly encourage you to jump over there. I will see you there in just a minute.